Hey guys, welcome back. It is another Sunday morning. That's when we knock a lot of these things out. We get some good stuff going and we feed our faces and we watch football. It's kind of our Sunday jam. So we're going to continue on with our baking basics and also talk about leaveners and batters and those sorts of things. So what we have on the agenda for you today is puff pancake. Some people call it Dutch babies, some people call it German pancake. So we call it all three at our house. It just depends on the day and the mood. So anyhow, a couple quick things. This is an oven baked item, so it's not like a traditional pancake you put on the griddle. So we're gonna make a batter. And when we're talking about batters and doughs, the ratio on this is going to be 1-to-1, so it's going to be a pourable batter. So we've got a couple different vessels that we can load this into before it goes in the oven. And I do have my oven already preheated at 450 or on the way up. It's at 395 right now, so it's getting there. But we're going to actually get the batter into a pan and bake it in the oven. So I have a couple options for you. You can use a pie plate like I have here, or a cake pan, either way. You can use round or square. I don't have any square, I only have round ones. So I like to use a cake pan with the straight edges. I feel like it gives a better rise and final presentation. But you can use a pie plate as well. It really just depends on you and what you want to do. All right, so that's what we've got there. So once my oven gets hot, we'll get this. I have 2 tablespoons of butter here in our pan, and we're going to actually get this in the oven and get this heated up. So the butter will melt in our pan, and then we'll have our batter and we'll pour that into our hot pan and then back in the oven. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need it. And I have a little bit of topping that's going to go on this. It's cinnamon sugar, so we have that. But I'm going to get my pan loaded in here, just into our hot oven, and don't forget about that, all right? You don't want to burn your butter. All right, you can use a mixer, a whisk, a blender, a hand blender, any of those things. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to create a bunch of air pockets or air bubbles in our batter, because when that goes back into the oven, those bubbles are going to expand with heat, and that's how we're going to get our leavening agent out of this. So in quick breads, we have air or steam as a leavener. We have baking powder or baking soda, so those are options. So on this one here, we're using the steam and the air. So we want to incorporate as much of that into this batter as we can. So I got my liquid measuring cup. We got milk here, so we need half a cup of milk. And again, I put my measuring right on the counter, so it's flat. Oh, I need some eggs. So I've got milk, 2 eggs. I can hear my butter back here, so I need to get moving here. The recipe doesn't call for vanilla, but I like vanilla, so I'm going to add a little bit to it. So there. And then I need a bit of flour, half a cup. So I'm going to get my flour into my mixer, and then right on top of that, my eggs. And again, you can use hand mixer, a whisk, any of those things. All right, we'll get this turned on, and again, we're just trying to incorporate some air into this. All right, so we've got our batter blended up. All right, we got our pan hot and our butter's melted here. We got our batter mixed up here, and we're just gonna pour this right into our hot pan. And that hot batter is going to hit the bottom of that pan, and it's going to start to cook and set up. And then we're going to put it in the oven and finish it off. So we've got, again, our oven set to 450. We're going to get our puff pancake, Dutch baby, German pancake, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, I almost forgot. I always forget this. I got some cinnamon sugar that we're going to sprinkle over the top. good coating of that. All right, so this is gonna go back in the oven for about 15 minutes. All right, so we'll get this in and we'll be back. All right guys, the oven just dinged. We're gonna pull this pancake out and take a look. There we go, it's nice. And that air that we incorporated into our batter in that hot environment did its job by expanding and giving us a nice little bit of fluff. We, at our house, will typically use a little bit of powdered sugar on this, or a lot, depending on what you consider a little. I'm gonna actually try to take this, I'm gonna unmold this real quick. It should come out pretty easy. So we're gonna powdered sugar, and then I have a little assortment of berries here. We'll just throw those berries in. And then I have half of a lemon, and we'll just give this a little bit of fresh lemon juice. And this, my friends, is my version of German pancake.